Hey, I recently had someone contact me and ask me about how to help him with, he had said he had fat fingers and had a hard time getting right down on the strings. So I made a video, and apparently a lot of folks have this same concern because it was quite a popular video. And in the comments there, some folks, one guy said, I don't have a problem with D, which is the chord that I use to illustrate the idea, is I have a problem with A. I can't get my fingers to fit in there with A, either open A or, the barred A. And so I just thought I would address that too. Why not? The thing is that I've been teaching guitar 25 years, and I thoroughly believe that really it's a matter of getting your fingertips down in there. That's really what it's about. My teacher had huge hands, like thick fingers, and he was incredible, and I worked with him an hour a week for 5 years, so he could get right down on his fingertips too. So there's a free exercise that you can download. The link is down below, and if you'd like to do that, it'll help you get right up on your fingertips so that you can get used to doing that and then go down here to play the chords. But that might take you a little while to get used to that, because the way we play guitar is very different. It's oriented around our fingertips rather than our palms. So while you're working on that, here's some things you can think about and do whenever we're playing chords. And I'm going to address this A chord head on. The thing is, you don't want to get duped. The thing is that guitars have 6 strings. And a lot of times when you're playing a chord like A, there's 5 actual pitches in there. To play A major, it's a triad. Triad is the type of chord it is, and a triad, of course, means 3. You only need 3 notes. In this case, you don't have to memorize this. A, C sharp, and E are the notes. Now, if we look at the chord, we've got an A here, open A string, you know that. E here on this one. Then we have another A. Another A. Then we have a C sharp. Now we've got all the chords, the notes we need. And then down at the bottom we've got another E. That didn't work. E. So what we have now is we've got 2 E's and 2 A's. So whenever, I don't ever play A like this. I just, I can't get my fingers in there either. I can, but I end up pressing so hard, I'll make it, this finger pushes that string out of tune, and it's just, oof. I usually do this. But that, because of the fingertips, it's easier to get your fingertips around with these 3. See how I can curve in here like that? It's a lot easier to do that with those fingers than it is with this, because your hand gets in the way. Here, you can come right down on there. You got a little more room. And of course, this finger is more narrow than this finger. So that helps as well. Now, I also use that playing those little doodads, those little sus 4s and 2s and all that kind of stuff. So that's what I do whenever I'm doing that. But when I'm just playing a straight A, it's the bar. Now, sometimes a lot of folks, especially when you're starting out, when you play A, you get this. This note here, F sharp, but it's supposed to be an E, right? We don't want that. That is a, God, I don't know, A add 13 or something? I'm not really sure. That's what I would call it. So it's not the kind of thing we want. I play rock music, folk music, blues, stuff like that. And it doesn't really fit in there. It might fit in a jazz tune. It fits in some kind of fancy, nice, open, stringy kind of stuff. But by and large, that's not what you want when you have an A. So the thing is, you have to be able to get this finger down and have it come up. A lot of folks have a hard time bringing that finger up like this in order to make a little space in there to allow that first string to ring. So you usually get this. Thunk. Guess what? Thunk is not a wrong note. It's not. It's part of the percussive element of the guitar. We do that a lot anyway, right? So if you get that, A, it's not a wrong note. B, I shouldn't be saying A and B since we're talking about chords. 1, it's not a wrong note. 2, It is a note you already have. It's an E. There's another E. It's a higher E. They're different E's. They're different pitches, but they're the same note. They're both E. So you've got everybody in there, and your chord is 100% legal. Now, if you want help getting your fingertips up like that on the top, I can help you. All you got to do is download that free exercise. And the link is below in the description and all the places that you find links and all these places. So you know where to look, right? So thanks for listening, and I'll see you next time.